why we dream every night. When we close our eyes and fall asleep, something extraordinary can happen. We dream. Sometimes our dreams are vivid and colorful. Sometimes they are confusing, emotional, or completely absurd. We might find ourselves flying over a city, talking to someone we haven't seen in years, or suddenly discovering that we're late for an exam we forgot to study for. And then, just a few minutes after waking up, the entire experience can disappear. But why do we dream? For thousands of years, people have tried to answer that question. Today, scientists have a very different approach, and the answer is surprisingly complicated. Dreaming can happen during several stages of sleep, but the most vivid dreams are often associated with a stage called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. During REM sleep, your eyes move quickly beneath your eyelids. Your brain becomes highly active, and your body enters a state of temporary muscle paralysis. That last part sounds strange. One explanation is that this mechanism helps prevent us from physically acting out our dreams. Imagine dreaming that you are running through a forest. Your brain may create the sensation of movement, but your body remains relatively still. Without this temporary reduction in muscle activity, sleeping could potentially become a much more physically active experience. Of course, sleep is not completely motionless. People change positions, move their arms, adjust blankets, and sometimes make small movements, but the large muscles involved in deliberate movement are generally inhibited during REM sleep. During a dream, different parts of the brain can become active at different levels. Regions involved in emotion and memory can become particularly active, while areas responsible for logical reasoning may operate differently than they do when we are awake. That may help explain why dreams can feel completely believable while they are happening. In a dream, you might accept something impossible without questioning it. You could be standing in your childhood home one moment and suddenly find yourself on another planet. Normally, your brain would immediately recognize that something is wrong, but in a dream, the strange situation can feel perfectly normal. You simply accept it and continue with the story. Dreams also have a fascinating relationship with memory. During the day, your brain is constantly collecting information. You see faces, you hear conversations, you read messages, you travel to different places, you experience emotions, you solve problems, you learn new information. Some information needs to be remembered. Other information can be forgotten. Sleep appears to play an important role in organizing memories. Scientists believe that different stages of sleep contribute to different aspects of memory processing. This doesn't mean that your brain simply stores everything you experienced during the day. Instead, it appears to reorganize information, strengthen certain connections, and integrate new experiences with older memories. And sometimes, pieces of those memories may appear in dreams. This is why a person you spoke to briefly during the afternoon might suddenly appear in a dream several hours later. You may not even remember thinking about that person. The brain works in ways that are not always obvious to conscious awareness, but dreams aren't simply recordings of the previous day. They can combine unrelated memories, emotions, places,